All right, we're going to continue with our media availability for the day. We are now joined by Riley Herbst, driver of the number 98 Stewart Haas Ford. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Start with Zach.
Zach Sterniel on NASCAR. Riley, obviously, this was the site of a huge breakthrough win for you last year. To come back here, obviously, I know you had the race in the spring, and you guys were fast then as well, but what are the emotions coming back here this weekend specifically when you were moved from that dominant performance?
Yeah, I mean, it's always special to come back home, right? But I would say this weekend is obviously a little bit of a bittersweet for sure because, as you mentioned, I feel like we'll have a really good pace this weekend, and I would be surprised if we're not in the top three comes the checkered flag tomorrow. So with us not being in this round of 8, it's kind of bittersweet with that being said. But, yeah, no, it's always exciting to get back here to Las Vegas. I love this racetrack, and we've had a pretty good pace here the last 2 years. So hopefully it continues, and I think it will.
Bob.
Well, I think it just, I don't know, it boils down to that we weren't fast enough, right? There was no reason why we should have been racing in 15th and racing who we were racing. But, yeah, at the end of the day, even if we didn't get in that wreck, I've said publicly now that it was going to be tough for us to transfer just with the bottom 4 running 1, 2, 3, and 4 at one point during the race. So I thought plus 20 was enough going into the Roval, but ultimately it wasn't. So it's frustrating. But, I mean, last year we won here, finished second at Homestead, 4th at Martinsville, and 4th at Phoenix. So we'll try to do that again this year and just win some trophies, I guess.
Holly.
Hey, Riley. Holly King with the NASCAR Wire Service. Kind of to that end, I mean, how much of a challenge is that for you? Because I'm sure, like you said, with the points that you had going into the Roval and to now be in this position, it's a really huge deal. How do you get yourself into the right mindset heading into these?
Yeah, I mean, I think last week was just the mindset was a lot of anger. Just like with that, like a gimmick of a racetrack at the Roval, and then focusing on this round, which is so much better of a round for us with 2.5 miles and a short track. So now the outlook's more positive, right? Just looking to win back-to-back at my hometown and have another solid finish in Miami and another solid finish at Martinsville, and kind of end this season or this chapter of my life with Stewart Haas Racing on a high note and try to go out with some wins.
Back to Zach.
You mentioned the anger of last weekend. As you've gone through your career now, how do you feel like you've grown in terms of when you are faced with adversity like that? How are you seeing yourself handle those moments? What are you learning from those, and how has that evolved over the last couple of years?
Well, I mean, I would say it's evolved greatly over the last few years, and honestly just over the past of this year. But, yeah, I mean, I think it's okay for everybody to go through different types of emotions. And last Saturday I was definitely, like I said, filled with anger and just disappointment for not making this round of 8 where I have so much confidence coming into these next 3 racetracks. And but at the end of the day, I woke up on Monday and I just continue to move forward, and it's not really the end of the world, right? Missing the round of 8 is not going to damper what's going to happen to me next year. So I kind of had to shift my mindset to that and just go out and try to do the best I can this weekend at home and the next 3 races after that.
Do we have any additional questions? Go to Lee.
I mean, I think there's a lot of things, right? Holding back the dominoes to fall, and I'm not the first one to initiate the fall of the dominoes. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I mean, hopefully everything will sort itself out here shortly. But I don't see anything happening in the meantime. I think that's a lot of speculation.
Well, if so, though, what steps have you taken, I mean, from a professional standpoint, to prepare yourself if that's the next step in your career?
What steps have I taken? Well, like I said, if it comes to that, we'll think of the steps we've taken at that announcement at a later date. Like I said, right now, there's a lot of moving pieces. Nothing is by means set. So I don't know what steps I've taken or what steps I've not taken. We're just kind of focusing on these next 4 races and trying to go out on top to end Stewart-Haas Racing and that chapter where I'm at now. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I've grown a bunch over the last 4 years. I'd say at the end of 5 years now. So we'll see what happens, but nothing in the short time for sure.
Who have you leaned on as a mentor throughout the course of the last couple of seasons?
I think I've mentioned it a lot, but the biggest person would probably be Kevin, right? Kevin Harvick. He's helped me tremendously. Obviously leaned on my past crew chief, Richard Boswell, and my current crew chief, Davin Restivo, quite a bit. And yeah, I think they've all helped me take gigantic steps personally and professionally in my racing career. So very thankful to them.
Are there any final questions?
I'll ask another, and I've got one more.
Yeah, what do you got?
Take me through the win at Indy, and how pivotal was that of a turning point in your career? Because, you think about your racing background and your family loves motorsports. To have that on your resume, how has that kind of helped give you focus and take you to the next level?
Yeah, I think just the weight of Indy is bigger than anything, right? Indianapolis is such a historic racetrack, and everybody's love for motorsports takes them to Indianapolis, and just a special feeling when you walk in that place. But on a personal level, I mean, it was just cool to get my second win, right? Everybody wanted to know when I was going to win the first race, and then I won the first race here last year. Then the question was, when are you going to win the second one? So I finally got that done, and now I wanted to win a few more before my time with Stewart-Haas Racing is over, and I think that's achievable. But yeah, I mean, it's helped me tremendously going from 1 win to 2 wins, and that's just a lot of confidence for myself. Thanks.
Thanks, Riley. Good luck this weekend.
Come see me whenever you get time.
All right, there's the checkered flag. Great job, driver.